We're not. That button wasn't on.
There we go.
Is that it?
That's my fault. I turned it off when we were testing.
I didn't know you did that.
All right, we're all good now.
I'm sure the comments will start rolling in here on our YouTube, Facebook.
I see my mom commenting. Thank you, Mother.
And Twitter page, and we'll make sure that's boom. There we go. All right, we got it. We're straight now. Sorry. Hey, and thanks for the call. We didn't know it because no one had said us.
Bottom line, if you were trying to listen on those places, we're glad Arkansas has got back-to-back SEC wins.
Yeah.
And it's great to see good guard performances because guard performances are what wins in March. Not saying it's going to be an indicator, but guard performances win in March, and they got a great guard performance tonight.
Yeah, Caleb Battle, guys and ladies, was just fantastic tonight. He missed 4 shots from the field. All 4 were three-pointers, but he was hot from the three-point line, 6 of 10. One of them was a heat check, one of those that I don't know about that shot.
Yeah.
But he also had another heat check that he made.
Right.
From like 25, 26 feet. So, hey, when a guy's hot, you let him shoot. 6 of 10 from the three-point line, 60% from the three-point line. That's outstanding. 11 of 15 from the field. Made all 14 of his free throws, 42 points. That's the most a Razorback has scored since Rodney Clark way back when. And you said only Todd Day has scored more in the SEC?
Only Todd Day has scored more points in a Southeastern Conference game, a regular season game. 43 against LSU back in 1992, Wes. And so 42 today from Caleb Battle. And this is where we talk about like the players that Musselman brought in, these guys kind of being who they are. This has always been who Caleb Battle has been. He is a scorer. The shots are going up. This week I'd said, hey, he's got a 25-point game in him. I was wrong. He had a 40-point game. He had a 40-piece in him. He had a 40-piece, and he was fantastic. And also, you mentioned it too late in the game, is one assist. On a transition moment, it was him and Devo, and you'd think a scorer in transition might just take it into the guy. No, he made a great bounce pass to Devo, who finished it off at the rim when they were going on a run just to even put the game further out. Like, that's a guy who gets it.
No.
That's a guy who gets it.
Exactly. At that point, you know you're lighting up the scoreboard.
Right.
And you're on transition, and you're thinking, here's 2 more. And let me add to the total.
Yeah.
And he gives it up to Devo for an easy layup. And I'm like, that's team ball. That's a team player. That guy gets it, like you said. Also today, Battle had 0 turnovers. Think about how often the ball was in his hands. 0 turnovers. I think Kevin McPherson tweet, that's the most points scored in an SEC game by a player with 0 turnovers in like 30, 40 years.
And it's also the most points scored by an SEC player this season. And you think about the kind of player that we've got in this league. I mean, Dalton Connect is a basket, just walking around. And he's got more points than him. He's got more points than guys like Wade Taylor. I mean, he is, tonight's scoring performance was, I didn't even think he had this in him. I mean, this was brilliance. This was individual brilliance. You think about also too how often the ball was in his hands, just isolated. I mean, it's just him on an island with a defender, and he won those matchups. And he was good off the ball, got himself good angles, good shots, confident shot taking, confident shot making. It's everything you'd want. And also 14 for 14 from the line. That's stone cold.
And I thought one of the differences tonight in some of the other games from Battle was he finished at the basket. The previous game, he missed a lot of shots. He made all of his free throws. He's got a good little free throw streak going right now. I think he was 10 of 10 last something like that. But he's a great 90% shooter.
Coming into that was one of his strengths.
Yeah.
Right, we always knew it.
But he finished tonight or this afternoon at the basket, where in the last game against Texas A&M, he was missing those shots.
Yeah.
He was getting good looks at the basket, just could not get them to fall. And tonight, every time he shot the ball in the lane, he made it.
Yeah, and to go back to what could cause other teams problems, if Mark can be as effective as he's been at times, and Battle is shooting like this, if you've got more than one guard teams are super concerned about, you can give other teams fits. You need a lot of other stuff to go your way, but if you've got multiple guards that require a ton of attention defensively on the perimeter, you're going to be a nightmare for some teams.
How about Michael points this out over on YouTube? 17 strikeouts from Hagen Smith yesterday, 42 points from Battle today.
Which one was better?
Which
one did you like more? I mean, the 17 Ks is
Hagen Smith.
in 76 pitches.
In 6 innings.
Right.
17 Ks and 18 outs. That's incredible. But today was awesome, too.
Yeah.
2 spectacular performances by the Razorbacks. All right, we'll take our first break. When we come back, we'll take more of your calls. We'll take more of your comments over on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can always text us on the Southern Structural Solutions text line, 661-1037. This is the Gwatney Automotive, Gwatney Chevrolet, Gwatney Buick GMC postgame show live from Walk Ons.
Gwatney Chevrolet is your destination for big Chevy savings. For a limited time, get a 2024 Equinox SUV for just $22,390, or a roomier 2024 Tahoe SUV for just $65,499. Restrictions apply, so be sure to visit GwatneyChevrolet.com to learn more about these big Chevy deals. Or stop by and see us at 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville for a test drive and more savings on your favorite Chevy model. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com. Member FDIC.
Injured at the game? Don't wait. With Ortho Arkansas Saturday Sports Clinic, athletes can find out over the weekend if their injury will sideline their season. Athletes are seen by one of Ortho Arkansas's fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians and may receive x-rays, an MRI, an exam and diagnosis, and a personalized comprehensive treatment plan to get them back in action as quickly as possible. Open Saturdays from 9 to 11 a.m. at 800 Fair Park Boulevard in Midtown. Ortho for all. Ortho Arkansas.
If there's anything green in your yard right now, it's probably a weed, and you need to do something about it. Weed control and fertilization service from Sanders Ground Essentials is easier and less expensive than doing nothing or trying to do it yourself. I did that one time and almost killed my yard. Sanders Ground Essentials saves you time and money and makes your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Don't wait. Do it now. Call Sanders Ground Essentials and get started with Sanders Ground Essentials Weed Control Program. Servicing all of Central Arkansas, including West Little Rock and Conway. On the web at sandersground.com. Let's get growing.
Now's your chance to be a part of the team. Join the Razorback Foundation for as little as $50 to be first in line for tickets, seating, parking, and exclusive events with coaches and players. Plus, members get 20% off at Slim Chickens in Northwest Arkansas. Your membership provides 465 Razorback student athletes with the resources they need to succeed in the classroom and in competition. Join by calling 479-443-9000 or visit RazorbackFoundation.com. As a Razorback Foundation member, you will experience a lifetime full of Razorback memories. Go Hogs!
Hey folks, Trey Johnson here with HJ Trailer Sales in Hot Springs. Spring is coming and everyone is getting ready to get outside. So if you need your trailer serviced or repaired, let us help you out. Or you may be needing a trailer to get your golf cart to the golf course. Or you need a trailer for work. Or if you just need to buy a new trailer for recreational use. Let us help you at HJ Trailer Sales with one of the best service departments in the state. Visit us in Hot Springs or check us out on Facebook or at hjtrailersales.com.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bellams Ford in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bellams Ford, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey everyone, this is Heather Baker, president and publisher of AY Media Group here in Arkansas. We publish two of the biggest and most widely read magazines in the entire state, AY Magazine and Arkansas Money and Politics. At AY and Arkansas Money and Politics, we keep you up to date on all the news you need to know and the stories you want to hear. Visit us online at aymag.com and armoneyandpolitics.com to see for yourself. Now, more than ever, it is important to be mindful of where you get your news and support your local businesses. With AY Media Group, you get the best of both worlds.
Left side, Devo with 7 minutes to go. Battle out front. It goes on a three, and they fouled him. Battle with a chance for a 4-point play. The Hogs are up by 10.
That's 4 of Battle's 42 points today. We know Missouri's not a good team. They haven't won this year, by the way.
They have not, Wes.
Their last
Thank
win came against UCA.
Yes,
back last year, like January 30th.
Yeah, the alma mater's not doing well.
I'm
not
sorry.
Great.
Well, and they're not very good defensively. So some of these stats you got to take with a grain of salt, but there are still some very good stats to talk about. Arkansas made 48% of their shots from the field. Arkansas made 40% of their three-pointers. Arkansas was 82% from the free throw line. Not that Missouri's defense has anything to do with that. That's outstanding shooting from Arkansas tonight. But the glaring things to me, 5 turnovers for Arkansas tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They had only 2 in the first half, 3 in the second half, 5 total turnovers. That's outstanding when you can take care of the basketball like that. And Arkansas had 16 assists tonight on 25 made baskets. So that shows you there's ball movement, they're sharing the basketball, but when there's ball movement like that in passes, that's when turnovers happen. It didn't happen, and they set each other up and got good shots, good looks, and they scored. 48% of the time they shot it.
Yeah, moving the basketball is a challenge for this team. Once again, we mentioned how many ball-dominant guards they have. So that's kind of a feature. I guess you could argue, not a bug at times, but tonight a big feature was how well the ball moved, and Devo was a huge part of that because you could say, Wes, Devo's kind of the one guard on the team they have. It's not a break the defense down every time I get the basketball type player. So he can be inclined to swing the basketball at a lot of times, and he was awesome tonight moving the ball. 6 assists. He was 2 for 8 from the floor, yes, and 0 for 4 from 3. 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists on the evening for Devo. He was active. It was so important in keeping that ball moving around the perimeter.
Devo had 9 rebounds, led the team with rebounds.
Yeah.
6 assists, led the team in assists. 0 for 4. He's got to fix his shot because he is being left open for a reason, almost daring him to shoot. And a couple times he turned it down.
Last week.
And then
Mississippi
State. He missed that same shot today. And did it miss the rim entirely or just graze it? It was ugly, and I was like, well, maybe that's why Devo didn't take that shot against Mississippi State. He's not confident right now. Although, at that time, against Mississippi State, he was 2 of 3 from the three-point line. And I was like, shoot it anyway.
He needs to shoot it. But here's
he didn't shoot the well.
But they're going to need him to make some of these. When you play Mississippi State on the road, you almost beat him, and we're upset. And he turned down a shot that he should have taken.
Yeah.
He's a college basketball player. He's been around for a long time. He needs to take number one, he needs to take them. And number 2, he does need to make some of them.
He needs to make them.
It's pretty simple, but they're going to need him if they're going to have any type of prayer of making a run at anything, NIT or NCAA. He needs to take them. And so he's got to keep working on it, try to get that confidence back because teams are going to leave him open. He's got to make them pay in some way.
Let's hear from Eric Musselman, and we can line up some phone calls while we're listening to Coach Musselman speak. 661-1037, 661-1037. Here's Coach Musselman after the game.
Eric, KB was just in here and said that the President of the United States could have told him to not shoot the ball, but he'd still shoot the ball. Just what do you think about that kind of mentality and his performance overall tonight?
I mean, that's about as great an offensive performance as a player could have, because when you look at the efficiency of only 15 field goals and to get 42 points, I mean, that's insane. And he's done a great job all year of drawing free throws, 14 of 14 from the foul line. The 6 defensive rebounds, that's probably as good a night as he's had from a defensive rebounding standpoint. And then, the theme coming into the game was we had to get a shot on goal. We couldn't have live ball turnovers. And he did a great job. I mean, he played 37 minutes and 34 seconds and didn't have a turnover while he scored 42 points. Kind of unheard of, to be honest.
Coming into the game, that this might be a game that he would be able to have success, maybe not 42 points, but have success? Or did you notice early in the game where he was really feeling it?
Yeah, I mean, we ran a couple things for him early, and then we started really running stuff for him, late. But the ball has to have eyes against Missouri. You're not going to beat them off the dribble. And KB had a lot of, feet set threes as well. And then once he got, cooking, it was just a matter of trying to space the floor and kind of let him go to work, much like we have done with Mason and some other guys.
Well, they had a 10-0 run pretty early in the second half. What was your response from that point? What changed?
I don't know if I called the timeout. At that point, it was, wake up, and I think we subbed as well. And maybe went a little smaller. Kai came in and he's played so well for us. And at some point, I don't have the timeline in front of me, but we got Davenport in there as well, and tried to have JD be a little bit of a floor stretcher. But yeah, it was, we got to guard better. We got to share the ball more. And then I thought we played really good in the, second half after those first 4 minutes of the second half was disastrous.
Caleb was in here. He said that it was the toughest year of basketball in his life. Just kind of for you as well, just kind of how will you look back at a performance like this in a season like this, John?
Yeah, the season's not over, so I don't know how I'll look back on it. I think this is a basketball team that has really, really improved. I think we're playing, it's not, I think it's a fact that we're playing our best basketball of the year right now. So I don't know how I'll feel because we still got basketball to play. And so we'll see where we end up.
You've mentioned in previous games kind of the lack of free throws, not just KB tonight, but 34 as a team. Just kind of what was the adjustment made so that everyone could get to the line? Yeah, I don't know if Mike Kaywood has it, but I think we've been in the top 10 of the nation free throws attempted all year. And so the nights that we don't get FTAs, we struggle because that's, we work on it from the moment a player gets on campus about drawing free throws and free throws attempted. If you look at the 4 years at Nevada and you look at the 4.5 or almost 5 years here, we are a high volume free throw attempt team. And we want to put pressure on the defense. We want, to put pressure on the rim. And tonight, Battle was doing that. And Mekhi Mitchell's done a great job of drawing fouls. They might not always equate to, free throws attempted, but he's been a high draw foul player. And then back to Tom's question is in that timeout, we did talk about trying to get to the bonus early. Cause I thought we really settled. So as my mind settled, Tom, that's where I was going.
All right, there's a little bit of Coach Musselman. We'll hear more from him in a few minutes. We have a nice comment here from Daniel Hogg. He's watching on YouTube. He says it's interesting to see Brazil's ineffective return. Even had the feature of watching the team for 6 to 7 games. He was healthy enough to practice, play, but just isn't the expected star of the season. I'm giving him a break for tonight since, you sit out 6, 7 games, you're rusty, and you're trying to feel your way back in, and that's what it looked like to me. He played 4 minutes tonight and did nothing except for foul a guy that drove past him into the lane.
Some things don't change.
Yeah. So I'm giving him a pass. Just that it was good to see him get 4 minutes. Maybe he can work himself back into the flow, and hopefully he can add to the team down the stretch and not take away from what they've been able to do without him.
Yeah, I'm skeptical because with what he showed when he did play, I have serious doubts that he could somehow, after an injury, be additive. Because this team, when it comes to bigger guys, Mitchell is not as athletic as he is. He doesn't have the natural gifts that Trevon has, but has been a much more effective player. And I think there's some reasons for that. And I think for Brazil, I'm excited to see what he can do at the next level if he gets the right coaching and the correct kind of care. But that's necessary for him because it's hard to say he's going to be additive to this team anyway, Wes. I mean, he is not a guy. The color commentator tonight said he can be an eraser at the rim. Yeah, that's when he gets smoked off the dribble. His best defense is always in recovery. It's never on the primary, and that's kind of what worries about me. And it's not a guy you want to filter people to on the perimeter. So, and then his offensive game, his lack of toughness has not seen him get good attempts and good looks at the rim, and also he'll settle for three-point shots, which he has not been hitting at a high enough clip this year. So that's why I wonder, after an injury, how this guy is all of a sudden going to be an additive piece. And I appreciate them making the effort, right? He's got some things that could be helpful, but it's hard to see how he's going to be additive after what we've seen from him so far this season and an injury.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear more from Eric Musselman. We can read some of your comments and also take some of your calls. This is the Gwatney Chevrolet, Gwatney Buick GMC postgame show live at Walk Ons.
Penny Cobb Burkhalter here, reminding you that Gwatney Buick GMC has the best team in town. And with the purchase allowances, cash back, and low rates currently available, upgrading your trade at Gwatney is a slam dunk.
Call 501-945-4444. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. Gwatney, BuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Gwatney Buick GMC next to Sam's Club in North Little Rock. With sales, service, and collision, there's no need to drive past us.
Injured at the game? Don't wait. With Ortho Arkansas Saturday Sports Clinic, athletes can find out over the weekend if their injury will sideline their season. Athletes are seen by one of Ortho Arkansas's fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians and may receive x-rays, an MRI, an exam and diagnosis, and a personalized comprehensive treatment plan to get them back in action as quickly as possible. Open Saturdays from 9 to 11 a.m. at 800 Fair Park Boulevard in Midtown. Ortho for all. Ortho Arkansas.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support. Places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com. Member FDIC.
This year, elevate your style in a Cadillac. Go from bold to bolder in a stunning Escalade. From inspiring to awe-inspiring in a sophisticated CT4 or CT5. From credible to incredible in a dynamic XT4. Visit your Central Arkansas Cadillac dealers.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring, where you can pick your payment. Get 0% interest for 12, 24, or 36 months, and River City Flooring in Maumelle is where you'll save 50% on all in-stock waterproof LVP flooring. And did you know River City Flooring carries cabinets? So stop in and let my friends at River City Flooring help you with your remodel. Kitchen, bath, living, dining, they do it all. Check out River City Flooring in Maumelle at their huge new showroom on Maumelle Boulevard just off 430.
You asked, they listened. Rowdy Hog Pickleball is thrilled to announce their expansion of 5 indoor pickleball courts coming spring 2024. And guess what? Membership is free for everyone. No more depending on the weather with their 5 climate-controlled indoor pickleball courts. Conveniently located in the Little Rock Outlet Mall, get ready to ace your game. Go to rowdyhogpickleball.com to claim your free membership. Rowdy Hog Pickleball, your one-stop shop to pickleball success.
There is nothing better than calling the Hogs with your fellow Razorback fans. And now is the time to join the team and become a part of the Razorback Foundation. Fans can join for as little as $4.17 per month. The financial support provided by Razorback Foundation members makes a once-in-a-lifetime experience possible for more than 465 student athletes. Your gifts provide scholarships, academic support, training, and nutrition, as well as professional and personal development assistance. Being a member allows you to access season tickets, priority seating, and parking, tailgating, invitations to exclusive coaches and player events, as well as 20% off at Slim Chickens in Northwest Arkansas. Your support will help the Razorbacks continue on the path of success and bring home even more SEC and national championships. Already a member? Great. You have until March 1st to renew your membership. Join by calling 479-443-9000 or visit RazorbackFoundation.com. That's 479-443-9000 or RazorbackFoundation.com. Go Hogs!
Ellis into the front court. Less than 5 to play now. 4:55 and counting. Battle drives. Gets it to fall. A lay-in for Battle. It's 69-59. 40 points for Caleb Battle.
He got 2 more. Finished with 42, a career high for Caleb Battle. HB said, hey, we're going to have a bunch of Caleb Battle highlights today. You're exactly right. And there were a lot. I mean, the guy led the team. Of course, in points, but he took more shots than anybody. He made more field goals than anybody. Took more free throws than anybody. He was the guy, and you got to credit the team a little bit for that, because we've all seen it before. A guy gets a hot hand, and some of his teammates forget about it, or not forget about it, but they don't intentionally try to get the ball back to him. You know, there were a couple of times where Battle had it and gave it up and got the ball back. I've seen teams, even NBA teams, the guys get is hot. And you're like, get him the ball, and somebody else takes a shot. And I'm like, what's going on here? You know, you got to let him touch the ball and get an attempt. And give the Razorbacks credit; they realized he had it going and just kept feeding him the ball today.
He's a player who fully understands who he is. He is a scorer. That is what he is here to do. And you look at the minute count for him, Wes. 34, 35, 38 the last 3 games. The shot attempts, 13, 15, 15. This is a guy that knows, if I play, this is what I'm going to do. Coach needs to know, if I play, this is what I'm going to do. So the 3 for 15 will happen, but the sandwich in the 3 for 15 was a 7 of 13. He had 18 points against Mississippi State. Did have the 15 against A&M. And then also he has the 11 for 15 for the 42 today. This guy's a scorer. And you look at how inconsistent the minutes were. The fact that this guy says, I've got my minutes, I'm going to get my shots, that's what I'm here to do. He's not changing who he is, all right?
He has changed who he is on defense.
On defense, yes. His effort level is
100% better.
I've always, whenever I watched him play defense, he plays hard. His understanding of how to stay in front of guys has gotten a lot better.
That and help defense.
Yeah, and his help defense has gotten a lot better,
He didn't get
too.
that at all.
Yes, and look, he had a couple moments today. They put Noah Carter got a switch onto him, and they got him the post. And KB, I thought, hung in there pretty tough. He ends up picking up a foul. But look, he's not a huge guy. But he plays really hard. He plays on both sides really hard. And there's no doubt about it at this point. Like, this guy needs to play 30-plus minutes the rest of the way. I mean, L. Ellis is a good player, right? But we know KB offers a different kind of scoring punch. This guy, he's automatic from the free throw line, Wes. I mean, he is such a good 4 of 6, 9 of 10, 14 for 14 in his last 3 games.
What is he for the season now?
On the season, let's see, I'll go put the entire numbers up there. On the season, he's an 85, 83% free throw shooter, which is...
I thought it was better than that.
It's worse, but I mean, 83% still really good. I actually don't think it's counting today's game, so once they add that in, that number will go up. But yeah, this guy offers legitimate scoring punch in a way that they don't have.
It's no secret, and it's obvious. This team has started playing better when they went to the 4-guard rotation.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing 4 guards and 1 big man.
Right.
And right now it's been Mekhi Mitchell and Chandler Lawson. They experimented a little bit with Trevin Brazile. I wonder what happens when Brazile gets back to where he can play more minutes, and then Jalen Graham gets back. Do they stay with the 4 guards, and maybe Chandler Lawson loses some playing time to Graham or even to Brazile? What's gonna? Well, I don't know. I don't think you can mess with the 4-guard lineup though, because it is working.
You only use those guys. Graham may be different. I would only use Brazile to give Mekhi a breather and also keep him out of foul trouble. That's the only reason I would use him. I don't see a high upside unless he starts becoming the player that we all think he should be. I don't see the high upside to bringing him in.
You know, Mekhi Mitchell, I thought, had a ho-hum day, but you look up and he had 13 and 6.
Yeah.
But he's been getting double-doubles.
And missed some bunnies, actually, today, too. He missed a bunny or two out there, which normally he's automatic from short range.
And it was obvious to me that Missouri was doing everything they could to clog up the paint and make it tough on Mitchell.
And the guards.
And the guards. I mean, the last time Arkansas played Missouri, they scored 50-something points in the paint. Remember that game? It was like 53. Today, the points in the paint were nothing close to that. I think it was, at one point I saw it was like 26 points in the paint for Arkansas. I don't have that page turned up right now, but...
Let's see, from the last game?
There it is. No, right now.
Oh, yeah, 26 to 24 in favor of Missouri.
So,
Arkansas, excuse me.
I'm sure that was Missouri's emphasis all week, or the leading up to the game. We're not going to let them do what they did the last time in Columbia and score 50-something points in the paint. So Arkansas adjusted. And thankfully, they were hot from the three-point line. They made 10 threes today. You can probably count on one hand the number of times they made double-digit threes in a game.
Yeah.
And I bet they won those games.
Yeah, I mean, they're a bad three-point shooting team, and they got a 6 for 10 out of somebody today. Also a 2 or 3 out of Tremont. So I mean, you're two. Look, that's what we talked about earlier on. If you've got 2 guards who are threats like that, you're going to be able to cause some teams some problems. Once again, it's Missouri, and then the game before that, you beat A&M, who you seem to have their number this year, right? So
good matchup.
Yeah, good matchup. But once again, it's a guard-heavy team, too, and you beat them.
Yeah.
You beat them twice.
Yeah.
So
your guards outplayed their guards.
Yeah, which is odd because that's the one. This is the one ace in the hole, I guess. The one thing you'd say about Arkansas is like when the chips come down, and we're talking about tournament basketball in the SEC and NCAA or NCAA, whatever it is. Like it becomes a guards game, right?
Yeah.
And Arkansas apparently now has got some guards that we trust.
Let's hear more from Eric Musselman. Finish up his press conference after the game.
Yeah, last game.
If you watch the film over and over like I have, we should be 5-2, and there's no questions about that. So we're playing really good, and we keep rolling and try to have good practice Monday and get ready for Tuesday's game, and because we are playing better than we have most of the season.
The best shooting night for him, but he had 9 boards, 6 assists. Just how would you assess his overall performance?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to play a point guard at power forward, he's got to rebound. And he did that. I mean, the good thing about Devontae is, you kind of tell him a role and lay out expectations, and then he plays as hard as he can and does it. And, I mean, told him before the game, you got to rebound if you're a power forward. I'm not so sure he thinks he's a power forward, but he is with us right now.
Did I ask about how y'all got another short
I
turnaround?
can't answer any questions with Bob if he's not here. And you can quote me on that.
It is a quick turnaround, but you do get, 2 back-to-back home games this time. Just how nice is it to have them, the short turnaround be both games at home?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I wouldn't mind being on the road because my daughter's got dance in Branson. So my wife's going back and forth, and I'm kind of alone at home. So it'll give me a good time to watch Vanderbilt tonight, all night, early game. So we got about 8 hours left before bedtime to digest Vanderbilt. But I do think it's really good. I think that, to be honest with you, I was concerned going into that 2-game road trip with Mississippi State and A&M. One, because they're super physical, both teams. Both teams are really well coached. We were kind of limping in there with 3 guys not being available, and I thought our team was really, really resilient. Again, we all want to win every game, but the way we played at Mississippi State was, you can't fault the team when they lay it on the line. So staying at home, not having to get on a plane. I think we got some guys that are a little bit sick too. So hopefully, they get a Z-Pack and feel better.
Missouri, this is a program record number of losses for them, but I guess in a way they fight, and I wonder what it took to get over the hump against those guys. And Sean East, he shouldered a big load today, so maybe two-part question: Missouri's still fighting, and then Sean East.
Yeah, I mean, Missouri is a tough team. They're a veteran team. You look at their lineup, and Noah Carter, a starter back from last year, Nick Honor, a starter back from last year, Sean East, a starter back from last year. Aiden Shaw was a, really good freshman last year who provided energy for him. You add a fifth-year player in Connor Vanover who's got a lot of experience, and then Bates, number 2, is good a transfer in our league. I mean, he led our league for scoring for much of the season. So a talented team and a team that continues to play well. I thought they played a great game watching the Tennessee game on film. I thought they played a really good game at Ole Miss, led even with about 9.5 minutes to go. So a team that's fighting, playing hard, and they can beat anybody on any given night. There's no question at all.
A fellow we both know wanted to know if you've seen any of Vanderbilt yet, and facing Jerry Stackhouse and Vandy on Tuesday.
Yeah, Vanderbilt, the 2 guards, Manjon is really good. T. Lawrence is a guy that can really score the ball. He's got good length. Transfer from Notre Dame that's done a good job for him. And like I said, I mean, I'll really dive into their, I watched the end of the Florida game just now before I came in here and before I did radio. But I got a lot of time with no distractions. Dogs are at Hounds Lounge, Danielle and Mariah and Branson. So 0 distractions for me not to be ready to rock and roll Tuesday. Thanks, guys.
It's good to hear. Head coach, no distractions, ready to roll. Get ready for Vanderbilt.
What you want?
And another must-win game, If they want to make this interesting, they got to beat Vanderbilt.
Play yourself out of Wednesday night. Oh, yeah. I guess was it Tuesday? Is it Tuesday night now? Wednesday night.
Is it Wednesday
I think
night?
it's Wednesday through Sunday.
Wednesday night sadness.
Yeah, get yourself out of the Wednesday night sadness.
And they are getting closer because depending on what Georgia does tonight, they got a chance to possibly pass Georgia. Arkansas is now 5-9, and if Georgia loses, they would be 5-9. And then you would have to pass one more team, either LSU or Texas A&M. You do have LSU coming up at home.
Tiebreak over A&M.
And you do have the tiebreaker over A&M. I will say LSU's schedule down the stretch is pretty easy. So I think it's going to be hard, even if you beat LSU, to catch them, unless they drop some games I'm not expecting. And then you got Ole Miss at 6-7, but Ole Miss has the tiebreaker over Arkansas. So they got their work cut out for them. Yeah. All they can do is keep winning.
Yeah.
And Joe and I said, because, people get excited after a couple wins in a row.
They do.
And if they beat Vanderbilt, that's 3 in a row.
Yeah.
The one that matters for me, the one where I'll start saying, guys, there's a chance for something special if they beat Kentucky. If you go on the road and beat Kentucky and make it 4 in a row, then we'll start entertaining the thought of, what could happen if they win out and finish 9-9. But first things first, they got to take care of business against Vanderbilt. So we're still a long way away from that. Mm-hmm. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take some phone calls. Anthony, I see you. Hang in there. We'll take your call when we come back. You can join Anthony at 661-1037. You can join us here at Walk Ons. Table is, I see a table in there.
I'm going to go back outside once
the patio was open today.
I'm hitting the patio once we're done, Wes.
It was, it's great.
It's so nice outside.
Patio weather.
It is.
And next Saturday is going to be patio weather.
Yeah.
We may do the show from the patio next week.
Don't tease me, Wes.
Yes. Come on out and see us at Walk Ons. We'll be right back.
Gwatney Chevrolet is your destination for big Chevy savings. For a limited time, get a 2024 Equinox SUV for just $22,390, or a roomier 2024 Tahoe SUV for just $65,499. Restrictions apply, so be sure to visit GwatneyChevrolet.com to learn more about these big Chevy deals, or stop by and see us at 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville for a test drive and more savings on your favorite Chevy models. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Injured at the game? Don't wait. With Ortho Arkansas Saturday Sports Clinic, athletes can find out over the weekend if their injury will sideline their season. Athletes are seen by one of Ortho Arkansas's fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians and may receive x-rays, an MRI, an exam and diagnosis, and a personalized comprehensive treatment plan to get them back in action as quickly as possible. Open Saturdays from 9 to 11 a.m. at 800 Fair Park Boulevard in Midtown. Ortho for all. Ortho Arkansas.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support. Places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com. Member FDIC.
At Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry, from now until February 29th, shop at Jones & Son for Arkansas's largest designer engagement ring selection during their 0% financing event. That's right, all purchases from now until the end of February are eligible for 18-month 0% financing. In comparison, current finance rates are up 8 to 9% for cars, 6 to 7% for homes, but at Jones & Son, you can get 0% for all jewelry purchases over $1,000 now through February 29th. At Jones & Son, they always offer the best prices on all designer engagement rings, including Michael M., Verragio, and their very own Jones & Son Couture collection. Also, they have a price match guarantee, so you know you're getting the absolute best deal. Guys, get a low monthly payment when you finance with special 18 months, 0% interest financing at Jones & Son during the special 0% financing event going on now. Jones & Son is located at 11121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for 35 years. Or you can find them online at jonesandson.com.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bellins Ford in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bellins Ford, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Is it time to replace your outdated floors? Make Home Outlet your first stop. Choose from a huge selection of new in-stock flooring like vinyl plank, ceramic, porcelain, laminate, and more in every color and style. Great quality products at the guaranteed lowest price. Something for everyone. And the service at Home Outlet? They can't be beat. Learn more at homeoutlet.com.
Break up with your big box store. Kitchens, baths, and floors and more. Home Outlet is your home store.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at catpg.com.
Baseline on Bates, backs him down, kicks it out. Battle, top of the circle, drives the paint in the lane. It rattles around, it falls and one. How about that? Caleb Battle getting to the rim. That one hung on the iron before it fell. The Razorbacks are up by 2, and Battle can make it 3.
Can I ask HB, can you put all of the Caleb Battle highlights into one little group for me, so I have them for Morning Mayhem this week, because gonna need them when we talk to KB. Gonna need them.
Hey, I just sent the email. You're good to go.
Let's go. There we go. Woo-hoo.
It'll be a fun interview with Caleb Battle, that's
man.
for sure.
Solid dude.
All right, let's go to Anthony. He's in North Little Rock. Anthony, welcome into the Gwatney Chevrolet, Gwatney Buick GMC postgame show.
Okay, how y'all guys doing? I want to give y'all a shout out. Arkansas, I thought they did real good tonight, and I mean, it's just a battle. Battle did real good. I'm like, he looked like he got 40 points. I said, what's the world going on? Arkansas, man, they was really doing it, boy. They was up by 7, and just like in the first half and the second half, but that second half made a difference. When Brazil shot them 2, it was like 3-2. I said, Arkansas go win this, But I just want to give y'all a shout out. Arkansas, woo, big Stewie. Arkansas raised the back. But what are y'all chances? Do they think they might go to the Final Four? Is it possible?
Possible? Possible? Yeah. Likely?
Yeah, they're still playing. They are still playing basketball. So
Yeah,
I guess
Anthony,
that's
I'm not even sure they can go to the Final Four of the SEC tournament. So let's hold on.
I'm glad Anthony's fired up.
Yeah. Look, this is better than losing to Missouri. So, it could be terrible. At halftime, I did pose the question to Josh. I said, Josh, if they blow this game, what will be the worst home loss this year? 32 points to Auburn or 29 against, who was that beat them by 29?
Tennessee.
Or losing to Missouri, who got their first SEC win of the year at home. What would be worse? And it may have been losing to Missouri at home. So I'm glad they won. But
I'm excited too.
Yeah. Final Four talk, no. NCAA tournament talk, no. They still got a long way to go.
We're trying to get them off of Wednesday at the SEC tournament. That's
we're trying to get out of Wednesday
right
sadness. And we're looking for scenarios. And the best scenario for Arkansas is just keep winning. That's the only thing they can do. Just keep winning.
But just keep playing this well you played this week, right? I mean, you had a close loss, a win, and another win back to back. So keep up that quality.
Yes. Over on YouTube, someone said, did I hear the commentator say Battle is the first SEC player in a quarter of a century to score that many points without a turnover? Yes, you did hear that. I saw that stat also on Twitter. Just a special performance from Caleb Battle tonight. Just adds to a great weekend for the Razorbacks after Hagen Smith strikes out 17 yesterday.
Yeah, it's the 7th best all-time scoring performance in any game. It's the 2nd best in any SEC regular season game.
Wow!
Right, so it is one of the best performances. I mean, in Arkansas basketball history. I mean, it's one of the best individual scoring performances that we've seen, and
he did it on 15 shots.
15 shots, and he was perfect from the line on 14 attempts. So there was some, there was a lot of, I think, of notable things that happened within the performance that were really impressive.
Go back to your box score for tonight. Sure. I did not realize until I was looking over your shoulder that Arkansas scored 52 points in the second half.
Yeah.
Look at the second half numbers for the team.
Yeah.
As far as shooting.
50-50-90 for the splits.
That's a great half of
52,
basketball.
actually 52%
from the field, 50% from the three-point line, and 90% from the free throw line. That's how you score 52 points in a half. That was a great half of basketball, the second half. The first half, I felt like, when I was watching it, the two teams were almost feeling each other out.
Right.
You hear about these heavyweight fights, and the boxers' first couple of rounds are just feeling each other out. A little jab here, jab there, dancing around.
It's an opportunity for this is a realistic chance Missouri could have won an SEC game, and also for Arkansas, a rare chance to build some momentum in a season. So it felt like the game for both teams. Although, it's kind of this weird bottom tier SEC game. For both teams, think about it, there were actually some legitimate stakes there.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense, Wes, about what you're describing playing itself out like that.
It was a pillow fight in the first half.
Right.
And then the second half, Arkansas, and it's 11 a.m. It's an early morning game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at halftime, Arkansas woke up a little bit and hit the gas pedal, and they did. They just pulled away and had a very good half of basketball. It's kind of opposite of the other Missouri game, where in the first half, Arkansas just
that was all
zoomed
systems
right
go.
out.
That entire game was all systems
And they
go.
were up 19.
Right.
What did they outscore Missouri by in the second half?
In this game?
Yeah. 52 to 38.
52-39.
52-39. So,
yep.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take our last break. When we come back, other games in the SEC are underway now. Arkansas playing the first game of the day, so a lot of SEC action coming your way. We'll wrap it up next, live from Walk Ons. It's the Gwatney Chevrolet, Gwatney Buick GMC postgame show.
Penny Cobb Burkhalter here, reminding you that Gwatney Buick GMC has the best team in town. And with the purchase allowances, cash back, and low rates currently available, upgrading your trade at Gwatney is a slam dunk.
Call 501-945-4444. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. Gwatney, BuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Gwatney Buick GMC next to Sam's Club in North Little Rock. With sales, service, and collision, there's no need to drive past us.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support. Places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com. Member FDIC.
Injured at the game? Don't wait. With Ortho Arkansas Saturday Sports Clinic, athletes can find out over the weekend if their injury will sideline their season. Athletes are seen by one of Ortho Arkansas's fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians and may receive x-rays, an MRI, an exam and diagnosis, and a personalized comprehensive treatment plan to get them back in action as quickly as possible. Open Saturdays from 9 to 11 a.m. at 800 Fair Park Boulevard in Midtown. Ortho for all. Ortho Arkansas.
This year, elevate your style in a Cadillac. Go from bold to bold in a stunning Escalade. From inspiring to awe-inspiring in a sophisticated CT4 or CT5. From credible to incredible in a dynamic XT4. Visit your Central Arkansas Cadillac dealers.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience, designed for easy operation, and feature performance-matched attachments. Right now, at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for $0 down, 0 APR for up to 84 months, plus save up to $300 on select equipment. Stop by River Valley Tractor or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring, where you can pick your payment. Get 0% interest for 12, 24, or 36 months, and River City Flooring in Maumelle is where you'll save 50% on all in-stock waterproof LVP flooring. And did you know River City Flooring carries cabinets? So stop in and let my friends at River City Flooring help you with your remodel. Kitchen, bath, living, dining, they do it all. Check out River City Flooring in Maumelle at their huge new showroom on Maumelle Boulevard just off 430.
There is nothing better than calling the Hogs with your fellow Razorback fans. And now is the time to join the team and become a part of the Razorback Foundation. Fans can join for as little as $4.17 per month. The financial support provided by Razorback Foundation members makes a once-in-a-lifetime experience possible for more than 465 student athletes. Your gifts provide scholarships, academic support, training, and nutrition, as well as professional and personal development assistance. Being a member allows you to access season tickets, priority seating, and parking, tailgating, invitations to exclusive coaches and player events, as well as 20% off at Slim Chickens in Northwest Arkansas. Your support will help the Razorbacks continue on the path of success and bring home even more SEC and national championships. Already a member? Great. You have until March 1st to renew your membership. Join by calling 479-443-9000 or visit RazorbackFoundation.com. That's 479-443-9000 or RazorbackFoundation.com. Go Hogs!
Razorbacks trying to get that ball to the middle of the floor. Battle. Three-pointer left side. Good. About 25 feet for Caleb Battle. 29 for Battle. 56-52. 9:38 to go.
That was one of the heat checks we were talking about.
Love it.
That was deep.
Love it.
Caleb Battle with the night to remember, and Arkansas wins again. 2 in a row in the SEC. They'll try to make it 3 in a row when they take on Vanderbilt Tuesday night. What else is happening in the SEC?
In the Southeastern Conference right now, South Carolina, ranked number 20 in the country, is at Ole Miss 23-19.
Make it 24-19.
24-19.
I know that because I'm at Walk Ons watching the game.
25-19. That's a big game for Ole Miss, by the way, too. They need to win this one. They've defended home court so well. They have not been great in the road. Also today, huge one, 3 o'clock, CBS. It'll be Kentucky and Alabama.
I'm watching that.
I'm excited for that. Also, I love any game that Ian Eagle and Bill Raftery are calling. So
I may have to use my Bet Saracen app, put a little money on it just to have a little fun.
Yeah. No, it's Kentucky's 2.5-point favorite. It's a big one. Obviously, right now, first place, Alabama is in the SEC. 5 o'clock, SEC Network, it's Auburn and Georgia. It's a big one if you're an Arkansas fan. You want to see how Georgia does. One of the teams that Arkansas is currently trying to track down in the standings.
Go Auburn.
7 o'clock on ESPN, Texas A&M, who's seeing their tournament chances fade very quickly, Wes.
They're on the outside looking in right now.
Playing number 5, Tennessee, on the road today.
Well, if they win, they're on the inside.
You can talk about, hey, you want to erase a whole lot of bad juju from last week or from earlier in the week against Arkansas at home? well, take care of business today at Thompson Bowling Arena, and you'll, like you said, be on the right side of things.
What's that line?
It's a 10.5-point spread.
We take a little money on the Aggies.
Yeah, the Aggies,
I think they're
right?
going to come out fighting.
You'd think Buzz Williams,
Fighting Texas Aggies.
the top fighting Texas Aggies, Buzz Williams will have them ready to go. 7:30 on the SEC Network. Mississippi State is at LSU. LSU coming off a big home victory against the Kentucky Wildcats. The Bulldogs are 3.5-point favorites.
LSU's another one of those teams that Arkansas could potentially catch.
So they
and
appreciate
still play
the Bulldog
them.
win
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Arkansas would. And then another final earlier in the day. It was Florida 77. Vanderbilt, Arkansas's next opponent, 64. The Gators are now 19-8 overall, 9-5 in the league. A rough non-conference stretch. They have been red hot in conference play. And then, obviously, as we mentioned before, Arkansas 88, Missouri 73.
All right, coming up next, it's Arkansas Vanderbilt Tuesday night, 8 o'clock game. I'd invite you to come to Walk Ons, hang out, watch the game here, and we'll be here for the Gwatney Chevrolet, Gwatney Buick GMC postgame show, roughly around 10:30, 10:45 Tuesday night, the late night for Josh and me, but we will be here and be ready to talk about hopefully the Razorbacks' third straight SEC victory. That's going to do it for tonight, or for this afternoon, feels like tonight. I kind of like these early games.
Love it.
It's done. My day is done
Thank
now.
God.
Now we go watch some basketball and have some fun. HB, thank you. Great job. Josh, as always, enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. We'll be back Tuesday for the Gwatney Chevrolet, Gwatney Buick GMC postgame show at Walk Ons.